to have your brief introduction about your backgrounds and a bit more about yourself?
Sure. So I'm born in Singapore. My parents are from India, and they migrated to Singapore, and we were all born here, me and my siblings. My as professionally, I'm a naturopath. So think of it like a Western version of a TCM physician, traditional Chinese medicine physician. The reason I went into this career was because I struggled with my health since I was young, and I was looking for a solution to heal myself. So I went to Sydney to train clinically for 4 years. And then I came back and I started my own practice. I can share a bit of let me see if I have the sharing rights, I can share with you guys. So can you see that? So
Yes, I see your slides. Yes.
yeah, so let me just yeah, so that's me. And so I was very blessed in my career. Like, sorry, I need to go back. So when I've been practicing for 18 years now, and I've been very blessed, and I thank God because I got very good opportunities. I've been interviewed on TV, radio. I've lectured at the polytechnics, at the hospitals. I've trained the local pharmacist. Big banks actually fly me to Asia to be a keynote speaker on health. So these were the things that I was doing, and I absolutely love what I'm doing because I'm passionate about health, because I have struggled with my health and I heal myself. I know how important health is, like what Philip is saying. If you don't have health, you can't do anything, right? When I started, first I worked 4 years with a naturopath, and then, working for someone, there's only so much you can do. There's a limit. And then after that, I decided to start on my own. And when I started my own, I was very passionate. But as I started running the business, I realized that it is very, very tough to run your own clinic practice as well. You got to do everything. You have to pay rent, you have overheads, you pay salaries, you have to buy products, you have to stock them. When my patients left, migrated overseas, I couldn't send the products or supplements to them because I don't have the licensing, the logistics, the distribution, the resources. And this is not what we experience in Nu Skin, right? Can you imagine? Nu Skin takes away all the headaches of the traditional business that I went through, but I didn't know about Nu Skin then. And I was just going on. And, so after some time, I found that instead of me running my business, the business was running me down, right? And it got tiring. It came to a point where sometimes, and I didn't realize then that it's active income. I can see maximum 7, 8 patients a day, because each consultation lasts about 1.5 hours. Now, so there's a cap to my limit. I can't leverage, I can't scale. So, and if I take time off to take a holiday, or if I take time off to take care of someone sick in the family, when I take time off, it means I don't earn because I'm not working. So it's active income, right? If I take 1 month holiday, yeah, I don't earn for 1 month, right? And that got me thinking, like, oh gosh, what do I do? I started thinking that, if I continue to do what I'm doing, will I ever come to a place that when I stop working, the money still come in? Because when I grow older, my pace will slow down. My pace will slow down. I will see less number of patients, which means less income. Even I used to fly, banks used to fly me to Asia, get thousands of dollars for speaking. But if I can't fly overseas when I'm older, then I got no money. But when you're older, you need more money because there's retirement, there's cost of living, inflation. We are all experiencing inflation and cost of living right now, right? And so how do I deal with that? And I realized that something has to change. I can't go on like this. It really hit me, and I was looking for something, but I wasn't sure what. But one thing I was sure, I don't want to take risk in anything that I do. The next thing that I do, I don't want any risk in the business that I may venture into. So I was actually very, very grateful when I was introduced to Nu Skin by a friend. Um, I decided to go on the programs because they had a machine and it's very scientific, and I'm scientifically trained, so I was attracted to it. And when I went on the program, after 6 months, my health results completely changed to 100%. I've been excluded from insurance because I had surgeries in my health, and I got full insurance coverage after going on the program. So I was like, wow, this is amazing, And that's when the team told me there is a business behind this. Why don't you take a look at the business? So to me, I was looking for something, and I thought, wow, maybe this is it, I looked at the team, I looked at the people who were doing the business. They were very, very successful. They've been running the business for 10, 15 years in the Nu Skin, despite being successful in their careers. And these are smart people, they cannot be here doing the business for 15 years pretending they're earning money, What did I have to lose? There's no risk, right? At the very worst case, I got my health, I look younger than my age. So for example, I want to share this with you. After doing Nu Skin program, I went on the, our signature weight management program. Oops, sorry. Let me just look at that. So I'm slim, but I have some fat around me, right? So after going the program, I fit into a white dress that's 10 years older that I can still fit in, right? And then all my uplines told me, hey, you look younger. Why don't you enter the contest, and I was a bit shy, but I did. And so I think I'm the only Indian who won the runner-up age lock winner, right? Then this was like 12 years ago and now. So, I mean, I do think I look better and younger than before. So what I'm trying to say is that I went on the program and I was like, okay, that's the least I can gain. But what if I could really build a huge global business, which is what Nu Skin is offering? And what if I can earn a huge stream of passive income? And after 12 years, I thank myself for taking that decision because I started out alone and now I have a team. So this is how I chanced upon Nu Skin movement. Yeah.
All right. What an amazing story. You're very proud of being a professional in your field, but you're getting tired of earning active income, right? So you were
Yes.
very interested in getting passive income through this business. All right. So please then tell us more about your journey with Nu Skin. Did you have any doubts or any sort of um, skeptical perspective while you're developing this business in Singapore?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I first started out, I think the first year especially, I had a lot of doubts. I remember calling up my mentor at least 3 to 5 times a day, thinking I can't do this business. It's tough. How do I do this? But I think the beauty about this business is this. You have 6 uplines, 6 different mentors that you can reach out to who can guide you stuck somewhere with a client or a prospect, you can reach out to these people. You can learn from them. You learn different mindsets. You learn how to approach. You can get their help to talk to them. And you grow your business. It's teamwork because they are invested in the success of your business. The more you succeed, the more they succeed. It's a win-win situation. But in my normal traditional kind of practice or normal traditional business, when I'm stuck with a patient, I got no one to go to. I can't ask anyone for help. I'm stuck, literally. If I have to go and take care of a sick parent, I can't ask my mentor, can you take care of this client while I am busy running something important in my life, So I think that made it very, very beautiful, this business. And I think the other thing, I think it's about personal growth in this business is really when you started out alone, you feel doubtful, you're not sure. But at the end of the day, right, it's really about, you don't have to be fearful. You don't have to be perfect. You can make mistakes, but the more mistakes you make, the better you grow, the better person you become. And this business is consistent with your personal growth. The more you grow as a person, the more you attract business builders to your team. You start out alone, but after 12 years, you have a huge team. So it's really about you changing your mind shape, your perspective, and working as a team together. And I think the personal growth was immense for me, honestly. I feel now that this is a gift that we can give to people to change their lives. You know what I mean?
Right. Compared to traditional business out there, rather than being competing with someone, we have to step up someone, right? We have to beat them down
Yeah,
to get the market. But here
yeah,
it is different. We're all helping out each other. Just like
exactly.
today's session, Philip, um, he's my 14th upline, and we don't have any commission relationship right now because I'm not in his sixth generation level, right? But
Yes.
still, he is providing his own time to share his stories, right? Help people to explore our new markets and in India. And no, this is such an awesome opportunity.
Mm.
This is something that we can purchase it, right? Or buy it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And you become a
All
leader
right.
in business. You really become a leader, you know. And when you find that you're impacting people's life, you get so motivated and then you want to give, even though you're not getting anything, but it will come back to you in many ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Um, Third question I have, what if you didn't do New Skin? What if you didn't meet New Skin previously? Then what would your life is gonna be right now?
That's a very interesting question. You know, New Skin has just changed my life. I think the litmus test was COVID. When COVID happened worldwide, everybody was affected, isn't it? For me, I had my clinic in the CBD area. I was paying rent for 6 months, but I couldn't see one client because it was locked down. So I'm paying rent out of my pocket, but I can't see a client. And all my keynote speaking engagements, like I was sent to, overseas by big banks to talk to their clients, borders were closed. So those big speaking engagements were also closed. The revenue completely zeroed. At the same time, during COVID, my father was diagnosed terminally ill. And I'm the main caregiver. So it was immense stress at that one point in time. And guess what? The most interesting thing was that New Skin is already global, 54 countries, seamless, logistics, distribution was already in play. It was highly digitalized. And the transition to we doing Zoom webinars like this became just very easy. And our team growth increased by 300% during COVID, which is unheard of in any market, right? And at that time, I had made a personal decision in my life, like what Philip is saying. I knew that I will spend 100% of my time with my dad to be there for him because I don't know how long he had. And as a caregiver, it is not easy. You get up 3 a.m., 5 a.m., you rush in an ambulance and you come back. And next day, you're just exhausted. You don't have the energy to go and look for, and see a client or work. But because New Skin platform was such, its global customers were globally, we had business partners, it's a virtual digital franchising system. The revenue just came in, the passive income just came in. And it paid for all the bills. My dad was 84. He wasn't insurable. We had to buy oxygen machines. And the thing is the passive income. So I think this business gave me the biggest peace of mind in my life when I most needed it, that I don't have to worry about the money and I can be there 100% for my dad. And I was able to hold his hand at his last second of his life. But can you imagine if I didn't do New Skin? If I didn't have New Skin, I would have to go and look for patients. I would have to go and look for work. And I could have been working when my dad was breathing his last and I would have not seen him. So can you imagine that is what New Skin has done for me? And after my dad passed on, my mom is 80 and she knows that I'm around anytime I need her. She sees me around, I'm working, so she doesn't feel lonely. So this is the kind of quality of life, the family love you can give. You can be rich, but what if you don't have the time? Like Philip says, then what kind of life are you living anyway? Right? This is like your life on your terms. So I think really this is how my life has been. And if I hadn't done New Skin, I can't imagine how it would have been, honestly.